Hi guys, this is your guy Gondo Prosper with another update on AI. So I just got this on the internet and then I had to go and search what it means. This is benchmarking for AIs. As you already know, these AIs are compared through benchmarking of different scenarios. So this right here that I got here was somebody who was comparing Cloud 3.7 Sonnet, which is newer to the other AI models. So yeah, I always give you an update and I give my side or my opinion on this AI stuff. So yeah, let's dig deep into it. So what I have noticed so far is that this image does not have uh, other information, or it was left out on purpose. So I'm not the one that went and did the benchmark. So I got this from the internet. And if we check how far the year is only we have only just did 2 months. We are on the third month, and AI has rapidly like just went so fast. So if you can check the on the top here, we have your graduate level reasoning, which Grok 3 beta is leading every model, and Grok 3 is still on beta stage, but it's leading every model with an 80.2%. So what does this graduate level reasoning mean? Is they take average of how a graduate would reason, right? So I would say 80%. It's good enough to say that it's close to an average graduate. So an average graduate is really not far away from reasoning than these models. So most of the time, you don't need to like have a bigger team, like horizontal growth of a bigger team to have graduate to help you with some reasoning of if you could just use AIs because they only shot a few percentage to actually be on their level with Grok 3 being up there. And then Cloud, it's fairly good with 7.8 or to 8.4, which the 8.4.8, it's better than the OpenAI, which is from uh, your ChatGPT. So ChatGPT would be behind than both Cloud and Grok. Um, and then let's go to agentic coding. So what agentic coding is, it's where the model is in charge of all the process of creating the coding project. So let's say you want to get an app that gives you a daily gym exercises and a recipe of how you eat. You just go to the to the AI and then tell it that's what you want, and then it will be in charge of all the process from the design to the development and everything. So it's the human being doesn't have to go and do what I usually do when I code. I usually go and design the infrastructure, and then I'll just go and ask the AI for that piece of code and then pass the piece of code. I'm still in charge of the processes of how that is developed, right? So if you check at least Cloud on the not extended thinking, it's actually far from all the other models that are there. And then Grok, there's no information about Grok extended thinking. Um, yeah, but there's DeepSeek extended thinking, which is very low, 49. So it means that with 49, you just still need developers. If to create a project, something is like 49% there to be able to create a project or processes alone. If it's 49%, but when you go to Cloud Sonnet, it's really far. It's 70.3. Well, it's above average. So I would say it's really good. It can create simple project. You don't need to go and hire a developer. But when you're looking at this, because they're not yet there at like 100%, you still need developers to be there. But this is only a few weeks from just 2 months, 8 weeks from the year. It means that when the year goes on, these AIs are gonna be far. And then the tools, using tools. There are now more tools that actually use 3.7 Sonnet, and if you can see here, it's they use for retail, and it's beating all the other models that have the listed information on the benchmark. So Cloud is leading on this scenario, but it's still behind with the reasoning, right? Then multilingual QA. It can answer uh, questions better than any other model. Still, Grok does not have the information about its answering of multilingual questions. I'm gonna do premium for Grok, and then I'll test it out myself just to answer questions on how celebrity questions, just to check with that. And then we have visual reasoning. Visual reasoning is actually hard, and I don't think 71% of visual reasoning is good. So this means that on a picture, a human being can identify if a crime happens on a picture, or they can speculate. That's what mostly in court they do, right? Or they can try to come with lies around it and reason around it if something happens. So if you still have 71, it's not yet there to actually go and either used for debating if a crime happened, or yeah, debating if uh, what's this something in a visual scenario in a manufacturing, in a warehouse, in a logistic storage, etc, where the cameras are working. It's to reason the processes and how fast we can expertise the process. It's still gonna be lower if it's on 71. You still need a person to actually, like a supervisor. You're still gonna need a supervisor to actually look at the videos of people working and stuff like that, and then look at the data and uh, reason whether the people are working or not. Okay, and then instruction following. I thought this would be at 100 because they're computers. They're actually instruction based. And as coding is an instruction that you tell a computer to do. So I thought with instruction they will be far. But yes, when I use ChatGPT, sometimes I have to give it instruction a lot of times. I think that's why they excluded their uh, instruction following. But I think Grok is good. The one that is free and public, not the premium one, is actually good in following instructions than your OpenAI stuff. It does follow instructions. And then yeah, and DeepSeek does follow instructions. The only thing with DeepSeek is that their servers, which is not AI related, their servers always lagging. Sometimes there is timeout, and sometimes it doesn't work at all. You don't get a response from the server. So and then let's go to maths problem solving. Yeah, it's at 96, meaning you don't have to help your kids to do maths homework. These programs can, and now they have voices. So using their voice, they can actually go and teach your kid how to solve a maths problem. If they are at 96, it means that for a kid, they can get everything right, unless if that kid is on a competition, because on competition they feel very bad, unless they have extended thinking, which Cloud is where it actually performed better. And then if you can see the other one even have 16, and it's a new one update to the 3.5 Cloud. And then your chat GPT is at 87. That's fairly good. Your kid can use that to practice for their maths competition, high school. 87 is a lot, and then Grok 83. It's fairly a lot. They can use that to practice for their exams. But if they're already like a person who are getting more marks on the competition and they were like a candidate, maybe top three, I don't think they would need this because they actually beat them. This is like 83% of that. So I don't think they'll need them. This was the update. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and then we'll move to more other stuff. Cheers.